Hello, hello, hello. This is I Am She Delight, your spiritual reader. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, liking my channel, and leaving comments. I gladly appreciate that. I did start a read, and it got cut off, so it's making me start all over again. I don't know what the heck's going on, but I'm not about to allow that to interrupt my day or my evening, night either. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. But the message was about somebody is coming back in union with you guys that you guys are not in union with right now, and they're coming back right now. They're getting themselves together. They're working on themselves. You know, they really sick with it without being with you. They are going through it for real. And it's just crazy how I keep having this same read. I don't know why the spirit keep giving me something similar of the same thing. But this is what keeps coming in my spirit. Today when I was out and about, when I went out today to take care of my client, I had stopped at the gas station, and all these men were staring at me. And at first I started looking at myself and thought something was wrong with me because they was coming from afar. And as they was coming into the gas station, they were smiling. I'm like, what the heck they smiling at? So I said, hey, they said, hey. And I went to the left, because, and then, well, let me go back. I was inside the store. I'm sorry. I was in the store first before I came out the store. When I came in, the men said, hello, beautiful. So a lot of compliments you guys going to be getting. If you're not already getting them, you're going to be getting a lot of compliments. You're going to be getting a lot of stares. You're going to even think something is on you or something wrong with you. And it's not. It's just that your light is really bright and your beauty is really showing, And these people didn't even know me from a hole in the wall and a can of paint, I promise you. And they were just opening up, talking to me over me making coffee, okay? And then not only just that, one of the guys were, I had told him, I said, "Ooh, I don't have my keys." He said, "How you doing?" I said, "I'm cold." He said, "You cold?" I said, "Yes, I'm cold. I left my coat. I was rushing this morning." And he said, "Well, you just wanted to show your body off. You just wanted to show that sexy body." And I'm like, I started laughing. I thought it was cute, And I said, no, I don't. I said, I was trying to keep my body warm, because I had on my uniform, So the man kept talking to me, and I end up, celebration. I end up checking out at the register. As I'm going to the register, I realized I forgot something, because I said, I'm going to go ahead and check out and leave. So when I checked out and left, as I was going outside, the men that was walking inside the gas station as I was coming out, they were staring at me. And I'm like, what is they looking at? And so as more they was getting closer to me, they started smiling. So I started smiling. So they said, hey, hi, how you doing? I said, I'm doing fine. And I got a lot of beautifuls today. So I was like, well, that is so sweet, And then the one person said, you look good with that red on. I said, well, thank you, So I said, let me go to this car. So I met this lady. And look, there it is. I met this lady, and she was very nice. Her name is the same name as my twins. And she is from the place that my family is from, It was really nice. I met somebody today. I met a lady. So in the process of me meeting the lady, and she's leaving, and I'm going to my car to get in the car. How about coming this way? It was truckers, because the truckers park over there. The truckers was walking towards me, and I'm walking towards my car. Well, how about they smiling? And they just grinning too. And I'm like, what the heck? What's so funny today, So they come towards me, and I'm walking towards my car, because I was like 6 cars down, and they was coming my way. So the one guy said, hello, young lady. I said, well, hey, how are you? He said, I'm doing fine. And the other guy said, hey, beautiful. And I was like, okay, thank you. Hi. I'm like, okay, what's going on? So at this point, I'm looking around like I'm the only person out here. Who they talking to? I mean, the first guy that said it, I started to tell him, I know I'm beautiful. And I didn't do it because I don't want to be arrogant and nothing like that or be smart. But I just said, well, thank you. But I wanted to say, I know. But I didn't. But anywho, what I'm saying to you is that you guys are going to get a lot of compliments, a lot of looks. There's nothing, because I actually thought it was a bug or something on me, or I had a stain on my clothes or something like that, because I was looking all on my clothes, and it was none of that. It was just that my light was shining and the beauty from the inside showed on the outside. So I was grateful once I got in the car. And so as I was going to my clients, a song came on the radio, on my phone, and I'm not going to go into details about it because I don't want to make this read very long, but the song came on and it hit me on my head, and I was like, that's what they were saying at the store. So when I got to my client house, my client said, you look very nice today. I didn't do anything different, you guys. All I did was I just woke up and I put on my red uniform and went to the store. That's it. And went to work. That's all I did. So on the way to work, I kept on seeing these double digits. I kept on seeing 18. I kept seeing 41. 66. It was 6620. I kept seeing all these strange numbers today. And then it was another number when I came from another county to come back this direction. I kept seeing 93. 9381. 9381, because it was 1938. Yeah, 9381. But it was always, it was like a box, all type of ways, So I was like, okay, what's going on? I don't know. And I kept seeing the two same vehicles. Like if it was a dually, it probably wasn't the same make and model, but it was two dualies in the same colors going the same direction. And if it was a van, it was two vans from the same company with the same letters on the side. I kept seeing double. So whatever is going on, it's going something doubling up for you guys. I just wanted to share that with you, and you're going to be happy about it. You can be confident anyway. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into this read. I don't know why I had to share that with you, but I'm sharing it with you. Excuse me. But anyway, I was sharing with you guys that something is not finished. There's something that transpires. Something is undone. And if this undone is, you guys with your person, y'all walked away from this person, or this person walked away from you. Y'all moving on. Y'all moved on. Y'all wasn't waiting for this mess that was behind. And as you did so, you came up with some great things to do for yourself, right? And the spirit was telling you guys, their spirit was on you. Put it like that. Their spirit was on you, because for the most part, whoever this person was, they had really gave you a rough time. And not in a rough time as of, you guys thought something was something and it wasn't. They gave you a lot of pain. And it penetrated your heart. You guys thought that everything was gonna fall in place, and it didn't happen because of their fears, And you guys chose to go ahead and walk away and start something new with yourself. Okay? And now they realize, since you've been gone, because this is the 7 of Pentacles at the bottom, since you've been gone, they've been reaping what they have sown to you. And I don't know why I feel like they've been dealing, what I'm feeling is that they've been seeing somebody else or talking to somebody else, and this other person that they're talking to is giving them pure HELL. Not in a strong way, but enough that they don't even want to be bothered with them. They distance themselves from them because they don't want to even tell them, I don't want to fool with you no more. They just pretty much going their way, and that person that they dealing with, they come around when they come around. If they allowed them to come, your person allowed them to come around. But they ain't even, this person, they ain't even in a relationship with them. They just somebody that they playing with pretty much to say, give me a card while this, dang, here we go with this again. I call myself putting these nails on, but I don't like them. I don't like them. They messed up, but it's okay. But anyway, we got the Emperor out here. So whoever this person is, your person is, they standing on business with this other person that they dealing with. They ain't about to make nothing happen with this person, not by far. They are definitely trying to get themselves together to be able to come towards you. That's what I'm feeling. But they see that you are definitely being, you guys are stable. Y'all about y'all business right now. Y'all ain't even thinking about nobody. You ain't even thinking about this person. But of course you guys do, you know, of course you guys do think about them every now and then, but not as much. Not as much. But whatever you guys gonna do, whatever you guys gonna do, and I'm not talking about your person, you guys gonna have the victory in everything that you put. Since you walked away and stood in your power of who you are and got stable. And for some of you guys, your person was trying to distance themselves from you because they felt like you wasn't stable, but you were stable. They don't know that you got the victory because you had to go this way. You had to move on. Yes, you did have a tower moment in your life. You guys had a tower movement in your life at some point, and you guys had lost a lot. Y'all was in a stalemate position that things wasn't going right, you know, in your life, and you had to make a quick decision of how you was going to get to where you at now, and that's where you end up getting your victory, because we got the Wheel of Fortune up here, and you definitely was in a lot of pain. You guys was in a lot of pain. Y'all was going through a whole lot, and y'all came through it. You know, you came through that pain, and the divine ended up coming and showing up for you. It's like, I got you. I'm going to give you everything that you need. You're going to have everything that you need, all of that what you encountered, and you didn't complain about what you went through. And I'm going to make sure that everything follows suit for you, because right up under the Ten of, at the Wheel of Fortune, we have the victory card, and you guys are definitely got the victory, and y'all winning at all costs. Y'all definitely standing y'all grounds. Y'all are not allowing y'all boundaries to fall. And when y'all walked away from what all that you guys were going through, because y'all went through it. Y'all went through it. I don't know what. Some of you guys went through it in the relationship, and some of you guys went through it on this job. And this job was giving y'all so much chaos and HELL, and you guys did not like that. And some of you guys was working so hard that y'all was sweating all the time. And that just was not good for you guys. And y'all chose to walk away from this job. Y'all walked away from this job and whoever else that you was dealing with, because it wasn't beneficial to you. All they was doing was sucking you dry, for real, and bringing you nothing but mess, bunch of pain. Bunch of pain. But I can tell you one thing. I don't know who this person is that you guys, this person is really trying to trying to come back your way. And honestly, I see that in my eyes. I keep seeing somebody in this vehicle, and they driving towards, I can't see their faces, but I see them driving, and they coming, and they coming to somebody, and they got their head kind of slightly down a little bit, but not really down. And they walked up to this person, and this is a guy coming to, it could be a man or a female, it don't matter, but they hugged this person, and it could be you. They hugged this person, and they said, I miss you. And this is what I'm seeing literally in my eye gate. I'm seeing this. And they apologizing for something that they did, for not showing up for you when you needed them. Wow. We got the Judgment out here too. Wow. Yeah. They definitely, for the judgment to come out here, yeah, they definitely, yeah, they coming out that, they gonna come out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They haven't been, whoever this person is, they have not been seeing you guys. You guys ain't been on social media. For real, you ain't been posting nothing. Y'all ain't been doing pretty much nothing to let nobody know what you got going on. And that's a good thing. When you said I was done and I'm gone, I moved on, that's exactly what y'all did. Y'all was like, let me get myself together. Let me go and heal myself. Let me get me together first, because it ain't them, it's me. And that's what y'all did. And by y'all did so, y'all brought judgment on them. And now they catching hell due to the fact that they did this mess to you, putting all this pain and pressure on you. And now they reaping, now they going through, everywhere they go, they see you. Or they think they see you and they don't see you. They see your vehicle everywhere. They see your vehicle everywhere. And it ain't even none of you. Man. And if you ride with somebody, they see the person that you ride with. They see their car everywhere, but it's not even their car. But they thinking it's their car, that the person that you riding with, and you in it, this person. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They heavy burdened. They are definitely heavy burdened because you're not in their life. They wanted options. You let them have options. You let them have them options because you knew dang on well you wasn't an option. You was definitely a priority. And why they wanted options, you let them have it. You let them have them options, and you allowed them to carry their burdens. They burden you enough that now you just sent the burdens back to them. So now you done came out of hermit, and as you walked away and get the victory, now they in hermit and they burden openly. You know, people know something going on with them because they dreaming about y'all. Yeah, they all up in their head about y'all. Yeah, they all up in your head about y'all, for real. They is really taking their time coming towards you, but they coming. But it don't matter if they come or not, because you guys might not even be bothered with them, for real. Is the collector going to go back to this person? Nope. Y'all ain't even going to want to go back to him. Y'all ain't even going to want to go back to him. You might change your mind, but I doubt it. Y'all was like, because when I was with him, they didn't give me nothing. I lost more than what I was supposed to get. I was supposed to be getting equal give and take from this person, but this person wasn't giving me nothing. They was breadcrumbing me. I was losing more than what they was giving me. Now now you have to go to the church to get an exorcism. Because he was in poverty. He was going through something. Them spirits was on y'all. They was you taking all your energy away from y'all. That's crazy. Y'all wasn't grounded at all. They was sucking y'all dry. Y'all money was going out the window when y'all was with this person. If y'all had money, I'm not saying that y'all ain't got none now, but I'm just saying when y'all was with him, y'all was losing more. Y'all thought everything was fine, but this person was taking a lot from y'all. Y'all was not grounded like the way y'all thought y'all was when y'all was with that person. But when you finally stood your ground and found out who you really were, whether you were an emperor or empress, however you want to look at it, you was standing your grounds. While you stood up and took your position and walked away, y'all end up with victory. Now they stuck in their head. And now they in pain and catching karma. And in their head dreaming about you. Heavy dreaming. Why y'all over here happy? Y'all happy. Y'all happy. Y'all seeing a lot. Y'all see a great future for yourself. But I hate to tell y'all, but it looks like you and this person gonna end up getting back together. Let's see, is the collective and this person gonna get back together? I believe so, because every time I've been slapping these cards, when I start off, it's always starting off with 2 cards in my hand. So I believe you guys going to end up back with this person after they learn a lesson. We got, excuse me, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Excuse me, we got the Knight of Pentacles out here. They're going to protect, dang. They nervous. They got, that Page of Cups. They nervous. They is nervous. When I tell you, I was over here shaking trying to catch a card. They nervous. And I don't know why these cards, you know what? They got something to say. So I'm going to have to get in the deck, get my other card out. Yeah, they're going through something. Because it's the Justice card. Yeah. They nervous for the verdict. Whatever's going on in spiritual court for them, they nervous with the verdict. So let me pull out my other deck. Matter of fact, let me pull a card out of here. I already shuffled these, so. Give me two more, please. If you like, if you don't, that's fine with me. Okay. Ooh, they get hope. Feather of hope. Grasp the feather of hope, and a delicate symbol of upward promises, and uplifting future. So yeah, they gonna be all right. Y'all die. Yeah, I told you they was coming back. I want to see what they got to say to you guys. What do they got to say to you? I know one thing. They are very apologetic. They are very apologetic. They want to talk to you about, you know, how they treated you guys. And this is a definitely, I'm going to get my twin flame cards. They are definitely in their head and they nervous. If you say hi to them, they'll be okay. Only if you just say hi, they'll feel like they got a chance with you. Yep. They'll feel like they got a chance with you. Look at here. I still have hope. I still have hope that we can work things through. So yeah, they definitely, I told you that the judgment was on them. They was going through something. And then and I told you about the feather. And the feather right here, and it says feather of hope. And then they're in justice, and they hope like heck that everything fall in place, you know, once they go through this this court system with this, you know, spiritual court. But for the most part, you guys going to be together. I really believe that. But I want to know what they got to say to y'all. They said it kills me that we have to be apart, but I am still learning. I told you they were learning about something. They trying to get themselves together because all that you have in you, they can't light a torch to you. For some of you guys, not all of you guys. They didn't know how to love. They didn't know how to get love, give love, none of that. They didn't know how to do none of that. But you guys taught them a lot. But they got something to say. And I want to know what they got to say too. I don't know why these cards want to act stupid. This person, I told you these people, whoever this person is, they've been really dreaming about you. They daydream about you when they're at work. They daydream about you. They think about you. They talking about you. They are, let me put this over this one because I don't want them to ban me. You're happy. They gonna be happy. They coming back. This put me to mind a read I did the other day. We are always connected energetically. Didn't I just say that? You guys are always connected energetically, and they can feel you close to them. Yeah, they sure can. They see you everywhere they go. Everywhere they go, they see you some kind of way. Even, dang, in their dreams and all of that. This person, I don't know who this person, they really like you. They miss you. They miss that company with you. They sure do. Let me get this card that fell on the floor. They miss that company that you used to give them. They can't get it like you give it to them. And I'm not talking about sexual either. I'm talking about the time that you gave them. Y'all cared about this person. I missed our deep conversation. You was the nurturing, your nurturing energy. I told you, this person really, really miss you. They miss you. You was very loving to this person. And they can't get it like they was getting it from you. No matter where they go, they'll never find it. Got two of them out here. You are the most caring and loving person I ever known. I just said that. I just told you guys that. You still mean the world to me. And I truly care about you. You mean the world to this person. And they truly care about you. Now, for some of you guys, you're not going back to this person because you finally got yourself over the hump. You done healed. You know, you still got a little bit of pain that's resting up inside of you in that matter. But you like, I'm not about to go back that way. I'm not going to take that chance when I done gave them several chances. And they choose to keep on messing up. They knew what it was at the beginning, and they want to keep on playing these mind games. They need to grow up. I ain't got time for immaturity. So some of you guys is not going to go back to this person. And they know this. They know you're not coming back. They know you're not coming back. And some of you guys are going to reunite with this person, because you're going to see you're going to see the difference, and you're going to see the change in this person. Okay, but some of you guys ain't gonna fool with them because you done moved so far. They took too long coming back. They took too long, and they would have other people in their head and in their ear, and then not only just that, for some of you guys, they was ashamed of you. Yep. Well, that's on them, because why they was ashamed of you and you wasn't ashamed of them, but for real, you should have been ashamed of them because of how they was acting and playing their hands. They said, I'm sorry for breaking promises that I have made to you. They ought to be sorry. The bottom of the deck says, I am aware I've caused a lot of chaos and pain in your life. They knew they hurted you. They knew they hurt you. What else they got to say? Don't throw nothing else on the floor. It says, I always get so emotional when I see your beautiful face. I bet you do. I told you they be seeing you all over the place. In their dreams, everywhere. They see you everywhere. They looking at your photos. They looking at all types of things that reminds you of them. And even when they close their eyes, they can't do nothing but see you. That's why you be thinking about, when you be minding your own business, doing your thing, they pop up in your head. You be thinking about this person, some of you guys. And then you be like, I don't know what the heck they're in my head for you hurry up and block that to keep them from being in your energy. When I look, can't say nothing to listen. I can't make it up now. When I look at your pictures, I feel lost in your eyes. Told you they was looking at you and their pictures that they have, and they can't help but to get lost in your eyes because they know your soul. They looking in your soul, and they know your soul was good. They knew your soul was good. Now they done messed up. And they know they messed up. That's why they up under judgment, and they in court right now and they try to get the verdict of what's going on, what's going to happen in court. Is they going to, hold on, let me pull in. What else they want to say before I pull this other deck, pull this card out? What else you got to say? I hope one day I will be brave enough to listen to my heart. They took too long, and they still taking too long to come your way. I told you, some of you guys is not going to fool with them because they took too long. And by they taking too long, you moving further and further and further and further away. And you ain't even looking back. You ain't even giving them a chance at all. You focusing on your victory, your happiness, your peace. You focusing on what you got going on in your life. You focusing on your healing. You focusing on your next connection. You focusing on making sure that pain never be any type of residue in your heart ever again. You ain't thinking about this right here because you was very vulnerable to this person and you gave your person your all. because you thought that you was able to trust this person, and you wasn't able to trust this person because how they played their hand by trying to belittle you in some type of way. They looked at you one way and didn't even realize when your downfalls, when you was in that position that you were in, they didn't realize that the divine was about to elevate you tremendously, abundantly. And then they would call themselves leaving you in that rut that you were in, and they put you in that rut on purpose. Because they were, and when I say on purpose, they're on purpose for any time a person do things, knowing that they have somebody in their life that they care about. That person care about them. And a person choose to hurt that person, and that person ain't did nothing to them but being good to them, and that mean they did it on purpose. They did it on purpose, and they wanted to hurt you to get some type of clout for themselves so they can be the victim at all costs. And it don't work like that. And that's what this person did to you. But they didn't realize what they was doing. They was about to get their head tore up. And they didn't know that you was going to be very, very successful because you got the wheel of fortune out here. They didn't realize that great fortune was going to come your way. And every time somebody did something to you, karma always fall back on them. And now you reaping good karma. What else this person got to say? Can't make it up. I got scared of my own feelings because they were too intense. So that's why they was playing with you, because they didn't want nobody to know. They didn't want you to know this who they really was. This so-called fake ASS player, because that's all they is, a fake player. Because for real, if they was a real true player, they wouldn't even care. They do stuff out in the open, and they check you in the open. They don't even do stuff like that. A real player, a pimp, big pimping, a real player, they don't hide nothing. They gonna let you know that I'm sleeping with Jane over here or Paul over there, Stephen and Kathy, whoever, whatever. They're not about to hide anything. Whether this your friend, your man, or whatever. If they're a pimp or not pimp, or madam, whoever they is, a call girl, call boy, however you want to look at it. They're not going to hide what they're doing because they know who they is. So this person really cared about you. Who this person is, they really cared about you, and they seen a relationship with you guys, or you guys probably was in a relationship, some kind of whatever situationship, whatever it is. This person really had love for you and tried to run game and tried to be this player that they was never could be, especially not with you. They probably did it with the other low ballers that they was dealing with, but they knew they couldn't do it with you because you wasn't nothing to play with, male or female. Thank you. What else? They said, I love you more than words can say. Express, you still mean so much to me. This person, they know that you walked away because you heard what he said. I love him. He or she said, I love you more than words can say. Than words can express. You still mean so much to me. They know you ain't there. They can't even get to you. Y'all ain't even thinking none of that about this person. This person is hoping that y'all can feel their spirit, that you can feel their presence. And the only reason why y'all feel their presence now is because you're on this page and you listening to this, and it was on your mind today. And you scrolled and you seen this page, and that's the only reason why you able to hear what they got to say. Because you ain't know what this message is about. Because my title of this message is not even going to be about what you see. What this is, what I'm talking about, my title of my message is not even going to be about this. It's going to be something totally different. And I'm doing it on purpose. Because whoever this person is that you're dealing with, they know you watch tarot. And they follow what you follow on tarot. And they listening. So they know you ain't going to pretty much go and look at certain things. They're not going to want to click on this. Because some of you guys clean your, what you watch, some of you guys clean y'all stuff out. So it won't be packed up like that on your YouTube or wherever you get this message. But some of you guys clean your stuff. Y'all got OCD. Y'all don't like a whole bunch of envelopes. And I don't either. But at the end of the day, this person is watching, and you're going to listen to this, and they're not going to listen to this because it's not going to be something they think that you would listen to. That's why they ain't going to get this message. But you guys will. And they saying, I'm trying to gain knowledge on this connection. They try. Like I was just telling you, they ain't going to want to listen to the message because the title was something totally different from the message. So they searching around trying to get some knowledge on the connection, but they ain't going to be able to connect to you with this because they ain't even going to listen to this message. But y'all is. They trying their best to find out where you at and what's going on in your life. They said, I adore you for being so bold and brave in your life. They adore you because you didn't take their mess. You didn't accept them giving you all them breadcrumbs all the time like they can do to everybody else. Where they thought you was weak, you was yet so strong. And what they want to tell you from their higher self, being with you is what I truly wanted. They want that. They want that from you. Yeah. They want you from their higher self. And right now, they're working on themselves. They definitely working on themselves. Spirit, is these two people getting back together? I'm curious. I want the tarot to tell me. They go, whew. I said some of you guys is not getting back with this person. Even the card said, nope. And some of you guys ain't getting back with this person. It's over with. Y'all ain't even going to waste y'all time. All because they betrayed y'all. And the way they did it, that's on them. And for some of you guys, if you were dealing with somebody, and I mean, when y'all was dealing whoever y'all was dealing with, and y'all waiting for somebody to come back to you, they ain't coming back all because of what y'all did to them. Because this goes both ways. It goes for the collective, for ones that's waiting for, I want to know about their past person. And this is also for those that did something to their past person to make their past person walk away from them. So if you're expecting somebody that you was in this long-term relationship or in this relationship period, it ain't about to happen because the Emperor is an old person. So this was an old relationship. This whoever this person is that you was dealing with, yeah. It ain't gonna happen. Nope. Y'all ain't gonna get back together. And if some of you guys was married to this person, y'all ain't gonna get back together with your wife or your husband. I'm sorry. It ain't even gonna happen. Not all of you guys, but some of you guys. They don't want to take the same routine no more. They don't want to go through that same mess no more. They're sick of the pain and the headaches and all the lies that you tell. Yeah. But for those that stop it. For those that's here, that's listening, that is going to reunite with, stop it. The other few that's on here, is they person and is them and their person going to be back together? Is that person coming back to them, or they going to still be a coward and stay gone? Well, it came out in reverse. And I just want to tell you, they'll be back. They definitely be back. But they're going to be on some sneaky stuff still. They're going to be on some sneaky stuff still. That's up to you if you accept them. But will they change? That's what I want to know. When they do come back, is they going to change for the better when they reunion with their person? Is the person that's ignorant? Is this person here, the one that's missing the collective, is they going to do better as time go by when they come back in union? Hell no. Oh, excuse me. Nope. Oh, hold on. We got two cards. We got the Star card. She ain't got no clothes on. We got the Star and the High Priestess. And we got the, they might not. They might and they might not. I want a straight answer because for the most part, what I'm saying right now, it's going to be good at the beginning. It's going to be good, and it's going to be a new thing. And you guys going to hope for the best for each other and while y'all with each other. But at the same time, it's going to be some type of regret there. It's going to be some type of loss. You know what? Thank you. Yeah, you guys going to be happy. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. Y'all going to be okay with each other. And the reason why I say that, the Spirit just let me know that they realized what they did. And they played their hands so foul with you guys. And they realized that you was the start. At first, when they come back, they're going to mess up. Y'all still going to have your little moments because you going to have y'all walls up, which is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They're going to be kind of nervous, but they're going to be feeling down, they're going to feel like kind of scary a little bit. They're going to feel very much like y'all don't want to, very unwelcome. Is that the word I'm looking? Yeah, unwelcome. They're going to feel unwelcome, like you don't want them to be around, for real, because everything they do, you're going to have something to say. They're going to know that you are that person. The hope that they want with y'all too, they know they got it with you. But you don't really know if you got that hope with them, though. For real, because you don't really trust them. And they know that. And they're going to be in regret about that because they realize that they messed up. And how I'm going to be able to get him or her to trust me once again because all the bull crap that I did. Well, at least I'm in their area, I'm in a facility. At least I'm around them. And I just got to earn my trust again. That's what this person is doing. They got to earn their trust with you again. And that loyalty factor with you again. For some of you guys. Yeah. Some of you guys, the other people that you ain't fooling with, y'all ain't about to fool with them anyway because they had bad business. They was bad all the way around the border. They just lost everything. But when it comes to this one here, they have to really, they got to really find out what they, what do you want to do? They know they got to invest some time with you. And on the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. They know they got to come right with you at all given times. You ain't playing with them. And they already know that they cannot, you ain't playing with them. They cannot play with you. They cannot play with you. And they ain't going to be able to be stingy with you now. They're going to be giving you stuff. You lost a lot, but you lost a lot. And even though the Pentacles represents money, but at the same time, again, to me, sometimes, not always, but sometimes the Spirit showed me that Pentacles is wealth of love. That's because money can't buy love, not at all. But your words, when you speak and you go and say hello to somebody, you made that person very wealthy by your words that came out your mouth. You became wealthy when you spoke them words. So this person they were very, 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 very stingy. They wasn't communicating at all with you, and now they're going to be very mindful of how they talk to you because they ain't going to be talking to you like they crazy, talking to you like they lost their dang on mind. They're going to have their stuff together. And they might not have no job too when they come back to you. They're going to have a little bit, whatever they got, it's going to be a little bit. But they're willing to grow with you. They're willing to grow with you. Definitely that. And what's crazy, like right now, when I tell you this person is in their head, they going through it. They going through it. They are definitely going through it. And it went right over here onto the The Ten of Wands. I mean, the Ten of Swords. That's the ending. And here's the 9. So before they even, the end for you guys that your person, you ain't going back to this person. It was an ending, period, point blank. And this person here, whoever this person is, they have an anxiety. They in their head. They cannot stop thinking about you. They are scared to the rooter to the tutor that you're not going to accept them back. That's why this person right here, over here, because this is 3 different scenarios here. This person over here is in regret because they don't know how to talk to you, and how they played their hand was with you, and you ain't fooling with them. You really ain't fooling with them. Not like that. You giving them, they on like a 90-day probation. That's what they going to be when they come back. And I really don't think that you're going to be with them long. You just going to let them come back to get, so you can, don't do that, y'all. That's ignorant. Don't let these people come back into your life just to do them wrong because they did you wrong. What did you do all that work for? Why did you do all that healing work to be vindictive and revengeful? That's not right. And if that's the bull stuff y'all gonna do, y'all some wicked people for real. And I can hear some of you guys say, well, that's what they did to me. Okay, so if that's what they did to you, you should not even went back that direction. Spirit, is these people about to let this person come back just for them to treat them foul? Y'all some dirty people. Y'all dirty as all get out. Y'all some dirty people. Y'all dirty. Y'all is really ignorant. For real. Y'all is straight dirty. We got the 8 of Wands. And we got the Strength card, which is 8. That is ignorant. Y'all really, really gonna do this. Y'all some dirty people. Y'all shouldn't do that. Y'all the devil. Not all of y'all, but y'all know who I'm talking about when this comes, who's doing this to this person. Because y'all don't still get pain in you. This was this Strength card here because y'all still dealing with pain. And y'all gonna quickly do this to this person? All because y'all wasn't happy in a relationship. So by they coming back, y'all allowed them to come in to hurt them. That's crazy. Y'all mean. Y'all is straight mean. And at this point, Spirit, for those negative people that's want to hurt these people that's coming back into their life, what's the outcome for them? That's what I want to know. What's the outcome for the people that want to hurt these people? Give me something for they behind. For real? It says, honest echoes, listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth. Yeah, I'm listening to the echoes in my heart. I know the whole truth. Y'all wicked. That was for me, for y'all. What is they gonna get for want to be harm these people when they come back in their life? This is who I'm talking to. I'm not talking about the people. Oh, see, what the thing is, what's gonna happen to y'all because y'all want to release y'all burdens, and y'all don't want to let go of this burden that this person didn't put on you. Y'all don't want to release it. Okay. I don't know why I picked up this. I don't want no more of these cards. Y'all don't want to release y'all burdens. Y'all want to hold on to something. Some of you guys going to release y'all burdens. And y'all going to embrace this. You know, y'all going to let it go. Let whatever happened, happen. But some of you guys, y'all are not even going to let go. Y'all not letting go what this person did to you. And y'all going to hold it over their head and give them problems. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, you need to stay isolated. Don't fool with this person. It came on sideways, well, kind of upside down. Y'all gonna have bad dreams. Y'all are. Y'all, the people that's trying to hurt this person, when they come back, y'all gonna have bad dreams. Y'all, things is not gonna work out for y'all. Y'all are not gonna fulfill what y'all want to fulfill. If y'all do that foul mess to this person because they did y'all wrong, I don't know. I just got an attitude, y'all. Y'all have to excuse me, but I get mad at the few that's gonna be listening to this message and want to do something wrong to this person because of what they did to them. Talking about what's good for the gander is good for the goose. That's not right. And y'all expect the Most High, the divine, to be a blessing to y'all. And y'all want things to happen. And y'all wonder why y'all going through what y'all going through. All because of y'all being mean and hateful towards somebody else. Y'all some wicked people, for real. I got an attitude. I'm not even going to lie to you. I really don't even want to finish my read. But I'm going to finish for those that want to hear it. So, for the rest of you guys, that it's not this wicked individual that want to hurt somebody. You guys are going to have wish fulfillments. Everything that the heart desire, the divine is going to step in and take care of you guys. You guys are going to be very prosperous. You got the wheel of fortune here. Things is going to work out just fine for y'all. Y'all going to have great karma. I mean, it's going to be good things for you guys. You guys are going to be happy. And you guys definitely, let me say, is they going to end up with a new person in their life? Yeah, you guys going to have somebody else new. And this my ego card, so you know what I'm talking about. But you guys gonna have somebody new, male or female. You guys gonna have somebody that's gonna be very, 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 very high nature. You know what I mean? They're gonna be very high nature, and they're gonna want to make sure that everything is your heart desire. They're going to be that person. So you're definitely going to be getting a new person, and they're going to have the same mentality that you have when it comes to business. So they got a vision too. So you walked away from some garbage, trash, immaturity, however you want to look at them, whatever you called this person, and you refuse to allow them to come back in, even though they still love you, and they was afraid of you. And I can understand that. Because I've been told several times that men telling me that they're afraid of me. I don't know why. I'm the sweetest thing on the planet. I got my ways, though, but I'm not nobody to be afraid of. But I understand once I got the clarification of why. But I would never do anything to hurt anybody. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I probably would if you hurt me or one of my grandchildren, you know. But other than that, I'm very protective. But at the end of the day, we don't hurt nobody. And I'm speaking for you guys as well as for myself. We don't hurt nobody. For anybody to be afraid of their own feelings, they was really not afraid of their feelings. They was afraid of their feelings too. But they was really afraid of you because you stand in high honor. And they knew they couldn't light a torch to you. And that's what they were afraid of. And they didn't know how to open up to tell you. You were too headstrong. That's the only thing I could think of. You were too headstrong, and you know what you want, and you know what you wanted to do, and you was straightforward, and you wasn't playing no games. You didn't have time for games because you grown, and they were still immature. Okay. Oh, and the death card on the end. So you guys definitely got a new beginning. There's something that's in it for a new beginning. So you guys are definitely getting this new person. You ending this old relationship to get a new person. And this other person that you was dealing with, you have this here, the Ace of Wands reverse. And of course, I'm going to give it to you both ways. This past person, they miss opportunity with you. You know, and this new person that you're getting, they're going to have a great opportunity with you. And they're going to pour all their love out into you. And they're going to be real and 100 with you. And if it's your past person, it's those that's reuniting with this person, you guys are going to have a wonderful relationship. You know, for some of you guys are going to have a wonderful relationship. That person he or she getting themselves together. They working on, on themselves. I watched a movie on last night. I can't think of the movie, but the girl was in love with this guy. and she was in love with this Caucasian man, a black girl, and she thought that, and she was a designer, and she thought that the man loved her because he treated her so sweet, right? She was already brokenhearted before, and this man pretty much healed her heart or whatever because of how he treated her. But come find out, he asked her, and she was telling her friends that he was telling her friend, she was telling her friends that he loved her and they was in a relationship and all this other stuff, but he really didn't. It wasn't like that. And every time he kissed her, he'd kiss her on her forehead, right? They never had sex, sex, sex or nothing like that. They never did nothing like that. It's just that the way he treated her, he made her feel like a queen that she was. And then when he invited her to Colorado, where all the snow and the blizzards and all that other stuff out there, she thought that they was going away for, he was inviting her for, because he wanted her to meet his parents. And he said he wanted to ask her something. So she thought that he was going to ask her for a hand in marriage, right? When she went out there. Well, she ends up going out there, and as cold as it is out there, and she knew it was cold. She went and wore this silk little bit of dress that she had on, and she went out there, and his dad picked him up from the airport, and she just knew she was standing out there with a little small suitcase, no coat, she had nothing but little sleazy clothes in a suitcase, little tiny suitcase. But anyway, make a long story short, they get to the house. She ended up meeting his mom. She thought the girl that was there was his sister. And the question that he wanted was to ask her to be his best girl, or best man, you want to say. But it was this guy wanted her to be his best man, be his best girl at his wedding with him and his woman, which she thought that was his sister. That was his fiance. And it broke the girl's heart. It broke her heart. It was a very good movie. And in the process of all of that, she ended up leaving the house. She jumped out the window upstairs, took her little suitcase, rented this car because she wanted to go back home. She was brokenhearted because things didn't go out the way that she wanted to go. And she really thought she had somebody that really was going to love her and marry her, regardless of what color he was, or he was, or whatever. She just knew it was for her. But she was too embarrassed because she really cared about this person. Well, her dumb butt rented this car, knowing that you ain't supposed to. The lady told her, you can't drive this car in this type of weather. This dangerous because it's going to be the worst storm ever that's coming in a matter of hours. This girl got this car. She ended up on some ice down the wrong road. Don't even know where she at. She sank up under the water. As she sank up under the water, this other guy, which is this black guy, ended up stayed out there with his mom. He lost his mom or whatever. And I'm trying to speed up too. So he lost his mom. He ended up seeing the girl swerving off the road because he was out there hunting for some deer. So, okay, thank you. He was out there hunting for some deer, and he seen her go up under the water, and the car floated up under this water. So he ended up jumping in the water, saving the girl because she was unconscious. That water was ice cold. It was up under the water. So he jumped in the water, saved her, took her home, stripped her naked, took all her clothes off, put her by the fire, and she woke up from there, and she was freaking out because she didn't know where she was at. And in the process of the whole thing, the whole time she was there with the guy, she was giving him HELL. She was just giving it to him. He done saved your life, let you stay in this house in the midst of what's going on, gave you clothes and shoes and all this other stuff to have on, and you still was showing your behind a kiss. But eventually, to make a long story short, after all the pain that she put this man through and what he was already going through, she left. He fell in love with her in a short period of time. He fell in love with this woman. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but he fell in love with this girl, and the girl was on her way back home. She did go back home. He was in his feelings. He listened to his ancestors, and he went right to New York where she was at. I think she was in New York or California, one of the two. And he went up there, and she was feeling him too, because she never felt like that before. And he told her that he wanted her, and she was like, what you doing here? Make a long story short, she ended up getting the best job that she ever had. The job that she wanted as a designer, because the people was running game with her. For some of you guys was working for these people, and these people took your ideas and try to get rich off of your ideas, because but they end up losing they gonna end up losing their job, if not already lost their job, and you gonna end up getting that position and be very successful off of your own stuff, because she was an artist. She would design clothes as well, and some of you guys design clothes, or whatever you do. You guys gonna be very successful in that. But anyway, the guy went up there and he went and got his woman, and he married her. He said he asked her for his hand in asked her for his hand in marriage, and so she said, "I don't want this job no more. I ain't taking the job. I'm going back to Colorado with you and just being out there in the wilderness," because she just still was in her feelings. She was still emotional because of how they played her at the job, because the job fired her, and then they called her back in the office to offer her job back, and fired the other guy, the one who stole her stuff. But again, like I said, no matter what things might look like, feel like, seem like, even with this person that you're dealing with, you guys that walked away and ain't gonna turn back, I understand, because it was all an illusion and a bunch of mess too coming from that person. Don't go back, because you got the biggest thing ever, more than anything, is your peace. You got the victory in your peace. You got the victory in your life. You got the victory of loving yourself like never before. And you ain't got to worry about nobody getting on your last nerve. And if they loved you that much, they would have went on ahead and came towards you instead of wasting your time, got you sitting around waiting. And which they should have did was came to you when you were hurting and apologized to you. And y'all both could have healed together, and y'all could have talked it through. They didn't even have enough courage to want to talk to you. They just ignorant like that. But I understand why you never went back. And I understand why you're not going back. And you pursuing your dreams and your future. Continue on. Because as you went on about your business, you got old head honcho sitting on his throne, him or her. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to make sure that you straight, and y'all both going to grow together and going to be very successful together. And they're going to help you as well as you're going to help them. And for the person that's wanting this person to come back in their life, just for them to treat them foul and be ignorant towards them because they were ignorant towards you, I ain't got nothing to say to you. Besides, go get on your knees and pray. Ask for forgiveness. Beg your ancestors to speak to the divine for you, because something wrong with you. Drink some salt water, clean your insides out, do something. But the other person, the other part of you guys, that your person is coming back to you, and you are welcome them in. It's going to be rocky. And just like I was telling you about the story, you're going to have your wall up because of the pain that you had from the person, you know what I'm saying, from them. But they're going to come back. You know what I'm saying? They're going to come back. They're going to be scared just as well as you're going to be scared. Y'all going to be two little scared little bunnies together, but it's okay. Y'all going to be in the wilderness together, but in a happy place at the same time, because y'all can look at each other and roll your eyes at each other, talk stuff and say, I can't believe you did that. And y'all both can be able to heal on the rest of the days, together instead of apart, which is good, because who want to start all over again? You've been with certain people for X, Y, and Z for so long. Sometimes it's good to just let people go, for real. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because at this point sometime in life, and I'm talking about the first person, I understand, because you can be with somebody for so long and they ain't tried and they don't see you. Leave them be, because they the one that's hindering your life. You ain't hindering theirs. They hindering yours, because you was the giver. They never reciprocated back to you. All they want to do is take from you. So you had to move on, and the divine allowed you to move on with victory and success and have everything you need and wanted. The person over here that's actually going back to your person, ain't that wrong. Y'all gonna end up having a wheel of fortune eventually. You're gonna take a loss in order for you to get a gain. You already took one loss, you're gonna take another one. And with the loss you're gonna take with this person is that you're gonna make yourself unbalanced due to the fact that your trust issues that you have, you're not balanced in that area. So that's what's going to make you unbalanced. So you're going to have to get your trust up with this person. This person will have to show you that you can trust them. And I'm not talking about showing you that you can trust them by giving you gifts and money and stuff like that, because that don't move you. That do not move you at all. If anything, if they smart, let me shut up. But anyway, things gonna be all right. Which for some of you guys and some of you guys, that person coming back, it's gonna be all downhill. So I don't suggest for some of you guys, you know who you are. I'm not going to sit here and say 10%, 5%. You know who you are, because you're going to know how this person is when they come back your way. You're going to know not to fool with them. And for some of you guys, you're going to know that it's okay for you can communicate with them, because it's not that bad. But the one that walked away and y'all ain't coming back, I ain't mad at you. Because some things ain't even worth trying to get back together. Real talk, it's not even worth it. Okay? So, with that being said, I appreciate you guys. You know, thank you for subscribing to my channel, coming on my channel. I don't even know why I pulled this card, because I'm not about to look at that. Subscribing to my channel, coming on my channel, liking and sharing my channel as well. I appreciate that. Let me get one of these soul sacred. Dang. It's going to be a slow process for some of you guys with this person. The Spirit is saying be patient and enjoying the journey as you go along. So relax. And then we get Pisces time, between February the 19th to March 20th. So I'm just letting you know, around that time, something gonna happen. It's gonna be a give and receive to have it all resource you need. They're gonna give what they're gonna give to you what you need, and you're gonna be able to receive what they have for you. And just to let you know, divine timing for some of you guys too. The Spirit says stay in the flow and trust that the time is perfect. Trust, believe, and have faith that it's going to be a great union with you guys. And with your success for those that walked away completely. May I have one card, please? They gave me these 4, but I only want the bottom one. But it was actually 5. Well, again, I'm going to take them all because it's 5 it's going to be a change. It's definitely going to be a change. And you guys are going to be very lucky with this situation, because altogether it's 7 cards. Again, you got divine timing. It's going to be very unexpected. It's going to happen suddenly and sooner than you think. And it's going to change the course in your life when this union comes. You may need to take a different path to get there. So that means some of you guys, the ones that's on the outside looking in and not my collective, the one that's listening for their person, you're going to have to do some changing within your own self to get to the collective, to my collective. You're going to have to do some changing to get to your person, because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do to the full effect. You're going to have to do some change within yourself. You're going to have to go to the end, baby. You're going to have to go within deep. And around Virgo time, which is August 23rd and 22nd of September, something gonna come apart. Something gonna come together. And for the person that walked away and ain't fooling with it, you guys, something gonna that's talking to me. That August 23rd to September, that's for me. Well, it could be for you guys too. Around that time, something great gonna happen. Something is great gonna happen around Virgo time. And absolutely, because that's around the time that my stuff supposed to be out where it's supposed to be. So, yeah, that was for me right there. That's for y'all too. But it's basically in a nutshell, the Spirit is saying that in divine time and unexpected, you're going to least expect, it's going to be, you least expect what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, when this person going to come back into your life, or when they're going to try. because they definitely going to be reaching out to you soon. They're going to be reaching out some type of way, shape, fashion, or form, and they're going to try to come back with you, and they're going to have enough courage to do so. So with that being said, that's the read for you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful, great morning, noon, night, evening, wherever time frame that you guys are on. Please subscribe to my channel and like my channel. Thank you. Namaste.